Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to present to you the First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama, and Secretary of Energy, Dr. Steven Chu. A nice, warm Science Bowl welcome. And we have our teams in place. Our competition is about to begin. Let me introduce to you our team. Our science judge for the middle school competition is, again, Adam Matthews. Our moderator, again, Dean Jens. Our timekeeper, Cindy Dalton. Our scorekeeper, Nancy Marlin. And not to make you all nervous, teams, but the lead science judge is none other than Nobel laureate Secretary Chu. And not to put any more pressure on you, but the moderator for all of the bonus questions will be none other than the First Lady herself. Adam, would you be good enough to go over the rules and get our competition started?
All right, thank you very much, everyone. This is very exciting. We just finished with the 2010 National Science Bowl High School competition, and now we're going to commence with the finals of the 2010 Middle School competition. We have both the teams on stage. So at this point, I'll turn the mic over to Dean Jens, who will introduce the officiating staff and tell us how the competition will be running.
Okay, my name is as introduced, is Dean Jens. I was an alum here. I competed in the National Science Bowl in '92 and '93, and competed in the Regional Science Bowl in its very first year in '91. I will be reading the toss-up questions here, and the First Lady will be reading the bonus questions, and I'll have the other. Well. Two of our judges need no introduction, but we'll go ahead and have the rest of them introduce themselves.
Good morning. My name is Adam Matthews. I'm a Science Bowl alum. I was here for the high school competition in 1995 and 97 from Punahou School in Honolulu, Hawaii. I did my undergraduate degree in biochemistry at Harvard, a PhD in immunology, and I'm currently a research fellow at MIT. I will be your secondary science judge, and I will be ruling on the toss-up questions in terms of whether they're correct or incorrect, and Secretary Chu will be ruling on the bonus questions. And can we have the timer and scorekeeper please introduce yourselves?
Cindy Dalton, IBM, and I'll be your timekeeper.
Nancy Marlin, DOE, and I'm your scorekeeper.
Okay, and now we would like to have the team members introduce themselves, and you know how we do that with our buzzer check. So I would like you to buzz in, starting from this side of the stage and moving over towards this side. I will recognize you, which I will do on the toss-up questions during the match. Go ahead and buzz in, and I will recognize you, and you can tell us your name and tell us what you want to do when you finish school and hopefully as a career. Team A3.
I'm Jason, and I'd like to go into economics later.
Team A2.
I'm Ben, and I'd like to go into medicine.
Team A, Captain.
I'm Eric, and I'd like to go into medicine as well.
Team A1.
I'm Andy, and I'm undecided, so.
Team B1.
I'm Siren, and I would like to become a scientist.
Team B, Captain.
I'm Augustine, and I'd like to go into neurology.
Team B2.
I'm Rishi, and I'm undecided.
Team B3.
I'm Ayush, and I'm undecided.
Okay.
Could I please ask participants to speak into the microphones? We have a very large auditorium here, and it's very hard for everyone to hear you unless you speak directly into the microphone. Thank you very much.
And likewise, similar, certainly make sure that if you can't hear me, you let me know, and I'll try to fix that. Are we good?
Are you guys ready to go? As relaxed as you're going to be? All right.
Okay. Well, let's begin then with double elimination round number 8. Toss-up question 1, which is in physical science, multiple choice. Which of the following best describes a thermodynamic isolated system? W. Exchanges only energy with its surroundings. X. Exchanges no energy with its surroundings. Y. Exchanges no mass with its surroundings. Z. Exchanges nothing, whether that is an interrupt by A1.
X.
Sorry, that's incorrect.
I will reread for Team B. Which of the following best describes a thermodynamic isolated system? W. Exchanges only energy with its surroundings. X. Exchanges no energy with its surroundings. Y. Exchanges no mass with its surroundings. Z. Exchanges nothing, whether it is energy, matter, or work, with its surroundings. B1.
Z.
That is correct.
So now you have a bonus question. This is physical science. It's a short answer. Give the net ionic equation between aqueous solutions of HC1 and NaOH.
I'm sorry, HCl.
HCl. Should I read it again?
I think that's it.
5 seconds.
HCl plus NaOH yields NaCl plus H2O.
Incorrect. It's the net aqueous solution of it's the net ionic equation between aqueous solution. It's H plus OH minus equals water.
So we'll move on to toss-up number 2, which is an earth science multiple choice. Which of the following is most accurate regarding the release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere by human activity versus volcanoes on a yearly basis? W. Human activity releases less CO2 into the atmosphere than volcanoes. X. Human activity releases more CO2. That is an interrupt by A Captain.
X.
Is correct.
All right, your bonus question, it's earth science multiple choice. One way a fen is different from a bog is that a fen is typically W, not stagnant, X, brackish, Y, acidic, Z, fed by permafrost meltwater.
Okay, I think it's W. I don't think it's.
It's not actual.
Okay,
Did they ask for the fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
So W. I was thinking W or Z.
I think it's W.
Yeah, I'll go W.
All right. W.
Correct.
Toss-up number 3, math, multiple choice. Cube A has a surface area of 216 square centimeters, and cube B has a volume of 216 cubic centimeters. Which of the following is the ratio of the edge lengths of cube A to cube B? W, 1 to 1. As an interrupt, Team A1.
W.
Is correct.
Okay, your bonus question is math short answer. Find the coordinates of the point of intersection of the lines given by the following two equations. 2x minus 3y equals 11, and 3x minus 2y equals 14.
All right, hold on a sec.
X. Wait, what?
5 seconds.
1, 3.
Sorry, that is incorrect. It's x equals 4, y equals minus 1.
So we move on to toss-up number 4, which is in general science multiple choice. Which of the following would be least likely to be seen by a stargazer at 45 degrees north latitude? W, the constellation Taurus near the ecliptic. X, the planet Venus at dawn low in the eastern sky. Y, the Big Dipper setting below the horizon. Z. Altair high in the summer sky. A. Captain.
Z.
That's incorrect.
B2.
W.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. The correct answer was Y, the Big Dipper is setting below the horizon.
Toss-up number 5, life science, multiple choice. Which of the following are the 3 substituents that make up an RNA nucleotide? W, a base, a 6-carbon sugar, and an ATP molecule. X, a base, a 5-carbon sugar, and an ATP molecule. Y, a base, a 6-carbon sugar, and a phosphate molecule. Z, interrupt, B. Captain.
Z.
Is correct.
The bonus question, life science, short answer. A sample of human blood is taken and the cells are separated from the fluid part of the blood. The cells are all burst open and the proteins are analyzed and identified. What is the most common protein in the sample, and is it a globular or fibrous protein?
Hemoglobin, globular.
That is correct.
Toss-up question 6, physical science, multiple choice. Which of the following is true regarding a ray of light when it passes from a vacuum into glass? W, the frequency changes but the speed remains the same. X, the wavelength changes but the frequency. As an interrupt, B1.
X.
That is correct.
Okay, physical science, short answer. In the photoelectric effect, incident light of a certain color will emit no electrons from a zinc plate. By words or number, name all of the following 3 choices that will cause the emission of electrons. 1, increase the brightness of the light. 2, change the angle of the incident light rays. 3, increase the frequency of light.
I know
5 seconds.
3.
That is correct.
Toss-up question 7, earth science, multiple choice. The power or magnitude of an aurora depends mostly on which of the following? W, variations in Earth's magnetic field. X, the strength of the solar wind. There's an interrupt, A. Captain.
X.
That is correct.
Your bonus question is multiple choice. As part of the EarthScope project, the SAFOD is studying the San Andreas Fault in California by doing which of the following? W, monitoring ozone levels along the entire length of the fault. X, installing geomagnetic observatories along the entire length of the fault. Y, drilling a 3.2 kilometer borehole into the fault. Z, measuring temperature changes in fumaroles deep within the fault.
Alright, so is monitor ozone?
Definitely not X.
What?
So what? Y then? All right. Should I go with Y?
Sure.
All right. What do you think?
I don't think it's Y.
Okay. What do you
5 seconds.
I'll go with Y. Y.
Y is correct.
Toss-up 8, math, multiple choice. 3 digits are chosen without replacement from the set 2, 3, 6, and 9. The digits are then placed in random order to form a 3-digit number. What is the probability that this 3-digit number is divisible by 3? W, 1 over 24. X, 1 over 12. Y, 1 over 6. Z, there's an interrupt, A1.
Z.
That is correct.
Your bonus question, math, short answer. Circle X has radius pi, circle Y has circumference 8 pi, and circle Z has area 27. List the circles in order from largest to smallest.
Pi, they say? And then square root this. Alright, so what did they say? What was the question they asked?
Biggest to smallest.
Biggest to smallest. Alright, so
terms
that's
of area.
about. What's 27?
5 seconds.
Alright. smallest to largest?
Yeah.
All right, so this one.
Time.
X, Y, Z.
Sorry, that is incorrect. Y, X, Z.
Toss-up 9, general science, multiple choice. Which of the following is the Milankovitch theory most directly involved with? W, artificial intelligence. X, climate change. Y, origin of life. Z, string theory. A, captain.
W.
Sorry, that's incorrect.
B1.
X.
That is correct.
Your bonus question, general science, short answer. By words or numbers, name 2 of the following 4 choices that are primary factors in the Milankovitch cycle. 1, Earth's precession. 2, the solar cycle. 3, variations in the inclination of the Earth over 41,000 years. 4, nutation of the moon.
Precession.
5 seconds.
2 and 3.
Sorry, 1 and 3.
Okay, and that is the half.
Scorekeeper, please read the score at the half.
At the half, the score is Team A 36 and Team B is 40.
Thank you. We'll now have a 2-minute break before resuming with the second half of competition.
We're still in this round, and we're going to go to one here. Yeah, so yeah, you're doing it. Get settled, please. Those of you who are standing, please take your seats. Well, not the officials, you know. You know who you are if you're supposed to be standing. Were there any substitutions up here during the halftime? Okay. We finished on question 9. Is that right, Adam? That you were ready for number 10, right?
That's correct.
I like to make sure that we get the right questions here. Okay, so let's begin then with toss-up question number 10, which is in life science multiple choice. Which of the following mostly accounts for why bacteria do not typically grow on honey? W, osmotic water as an interrupt by A, captain.
W.
That is correct.
Your bonus question, life science multiple choice. Which of the following best describes what the letters and numbers H1N1 refer to in the flu virus? W, forms of enzymes in the virus, X, where and when the virus arose, Y, molecules on the outside of the virus, and Z, types of nucleic acid in the virus.
Y.
Y is correct.
Toss-up question 11, physical science multiple choice. Which of the following best describes the most important clue to why Rutherford and coworkers decided most of the mass of the atom was in the nucleus? W. Alpha particles were helium nuclei that had been released during radioactive decay. X. During bombardment of foil with alpha particles, summed as an interrupt by A. Captain.
X.
That is correct.
Your bonus question, physical science multiple choice. If an atom absorbed in a single alpha particle, it would W, change into a new element and increase its atomic number by 2, X, remain as the same element and increase its atomic mass by 4, Y, change into a new element and increase its atomic mass by 2, Z, remain as the same element and increase its atomic mass by 2.
W is a new element.
It has to take two
Well, it has to
protons,
take-
right? So
Oh,
that
good
makes
point,
it-
because alpha particles
Right,
are
should we do W?
I suppose.
W.
W is correct.
Toss-up 12, earth science multiple choice. If we assume the average diameter of a raindrop is 2 millimeters and the average cloud droplet diameter is 0.02 millimeters, which of the following would best describe the diameter of the average condensation nucleus in millimeters? W. 0.0002, X. 0.02, Y. 0.01, Z. 0.2. A. Captain.
Y.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
B2.
Z.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. The correct answer was W, 0.0002.
Toss-up 13, physical science multiple choice. As you move from left to right across period 4... Okay. As you move from left to right across period 4 on the periodic table, the first 3 elements, potassium, calcium, and scandium, progressively become W, softer with lower melting points, X, harder with lower melting points, Y, softer with higher melting points, Z, harder with higher melting points. A. Captain.
Z.
That is correct.
Your bonus question, physical science multiple choice. Which of the following best explains the steady increase in hardness and melting point for the first 6 elements of period 4? W, increasing number of neutrons prevents nuclear destabilization. X, increasing number of valence electrons leads to stronger molecular bonding. Y, increasing atomic number leads to increases in atomic ionic radius. Z, increasing size of the nuclei allows for greater packing of the atoms in the crystal lattice.
Do you think it's X? I think it's X or Z.
Okay.
I suppose it's...
I think it's X, yeah.
I think it's X.
X.
X is correct.
Toss-up 14, general science multiple choice. Which of the following telescopes typically has the lowest resolving power? W, X-ray, X, reflector, Y, radio, Z, refractor. A. Captain.
Y.
That is correct.
Bonus question, general science, multiple choice. Which of the following is the most direct cause of the relatively poor resolution of a radio telescope? W, the large size of the dish. X, the long wavelengths in which they operate. Y, the interference with the Earth's atmosphere. Z, interference by the solar wind.
I think it's X.
Wait, long wavelength?
Yeah.
Good point, yeah. So I think so too.
X.
X is correct.
Toss-up 15, life science multiple choice. Which of the following best explains why a single base mutation in the DNA that codes for a protein will not always result in a change in the amino acid sequence of the protein? W, most mutations cause the gene to be non-functional. X, multiple codons can code for the same amino acid as an interrupt, B1.
X.
That is correct.
Your bonus question, life science, short answer. By words or number, name all of the following 3 functions for which the human vermiform appendix, located at the end of the small intestine has been shown to provide 1. Supporting the immune system, 2. Repopulating the intestine with bacteria after diarrhea, 3. Producing red blood cells during severe anemia.
1 and 2.
1 and 2 are correct.
Toss-up 16, math, short answer. A cube is increased in size so that the surface area is 16 times as large as that of the original cube. What is the ratio of the volume of the interrupt B1?
64-1.
That is correct.
Your bonus question is math short answer. Distinct positive integers x, y, and z satisfy x plus y plus z equals 10. What is the smallest possible value for the product of x, y, and z?
Eight.
Incorrect. 14.
Challenge?
Stop the clock, please.
Um,
Could you please state your challenge?
doesn't 1, 1, and 8 add up to 10?
No, they're not distinct.
Okay, so that was 16, right? And so
Correct.
now we start with toss-up question 17, earth science, multiple choice. Which of the following makes nor'easters in New England unique from most storms that hit elsewhere in the U.S.? W. Winds blow around the low in a counterclockwise direction. X. Their winds are out of the northeast. Y. Their moisture is fueled by the Gulf Stream. Z. They only happen in winter. A. Captain.
Why?
That is correct.
Your bonus question, earth science, multiple choice. Which of the following best describes how a winter blizzard typically forms in the Great Plains? W. A strong low pressure system followed by a strong high pressure system. X. A strong high pressure system followed by a strong low pressure system. Y. A strong low pressure system followed by a strong low pressure system. Z. A strong high pressure system followed by a strong high pressure system.
I was thinking.
I think it's W. This is low pressure and then
I was thinking
high.
that's W.
Low pressure system.
Okay, what do you guys think?
I think it's W too. I suppose because of low pressure and then
5 seconds.
W.
W is correct.
Toss-up 18, math, multiple choice. Which of the following will occur if the coastline of a country is measured with measuring sticks of various lengths? W. As longer and longer sticks are used, the coastal length measure increases. X. As longer and longer sticks are used, the coastal length measure remains the same. Y. As shorter and shorter sticks are used, the coastal length measure increases. Z. As shorter and shorter sticks are used, the coastal length measure decreases. A1.
Why?
That is correct.
Your bonus questions, math short answer. If fifth order magic squares have 25 cells, give the magic sums of all of the magic squares composed of only integers 1 through 25.
1 through 25. So that means. Oh, okay. I have an idea. So,
so-
each one's used 3 times, which means
Yeah.
that's 25 times 6, 25 times 3.
No, each one isn't used 3 times.
325. Yes.
Oh, yeah, they are.
975. Divided by how many?
5
No,
seconds.
each one isn't.
97.
97.
Incorrect. 65.
Toss-up 19, general science, multiple choice. Ed is tested for a staphylococcus infection and is told there is a 5% chance of a false negative in the test. This generally means that there is a W, 5% chance he will not become sick. X, 95% chance that the test will not detect the staphylococcus. Y, 5% chance that even if he has a staph infection, it will not be detected. Interrupt, A2.
Why?
That is correct.
Your bonus question, general science, multiple choice. A scientist collects data on 1,000 house cats and finds that every house cat in the study was found to sleep. She concludes that all house cats sleep. This form of logic is best known as W, inductive reasoning, X, deductive reasoning, Y, responsive reasoning, Z, reasoning by reduction.
W.
Yeah,
Yeah, W.
W is correct.
And that is the game.
So congratulations to Albuquerque Academy, your 2010 Middle School National Science Bowl champions.
There will now be a brief break while we get the stage set up for the award ceremony. Could we please have the high school and middle school Science Bowl champions please come up next to the stage?